someone like myself is someone who wants to win games and see division titles, whether we win in October or not. And I think that's the problem with DC sports fans.
Also, what's going on? Why are we all of a sudden talking to Justin Turner's beard?
We love winning.
Does that mean I get to go?
Yep.
It's been a while. Welcome back to another episode of DC Sports Daily. This is your host, Corey Thesson, alongside Jack Maestri.
Hello.
I don't even know the cues to the show anymore.
Generally, when I point at you emphatically and kind of do the little swirl in the air and just point your direction.
Does that mean it's live?
Yeah.
We are live.
We are live. Well,
we are not live. We are on demand.
Yeah, it's on demand.
Yeah.
Should we record live?
I don't know how that would turn out.
There's an option to do that. Or maybe the website would push the episode and it would be like, yo.
Does it go live and then on
DC Sports Daily's live? Yeah, and then you yeah.
Maybe
we do it in one take anyway.
Right, there's no editing or anything.
No, it's literally just one take, unfiltered, first take. This is what you got.
Hey, first take.
Oh yeah, that's a good name for a show.
It's a good show. Not really, I hate that show. But hopefully I don't have an opportunity to work for First Take someday because I just was recorded saying I hate it.
Cool, refreshing Gatorade. Dude, ESPN's going to be out of business in like a year, so.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. We got DC sports to talk about.
Some DC Sports Daily. What do we got to talk about?
I don't know.
We got a couple NL Cy Young finalists.
I don't know if you guys noticed this.
We got some caps.
When the Redskins lose, it's very unlikely that we have an episode that week. When the Redskins win,
we
will get to you. We're very... Look...
Kind of like we didn't record for the Nats after they lost.
When we told you... we're
winners.
I have no idea who listens to this at all. But if there's anybody that's been listening since the beginning, Nick, thank you. And Chris Jensen. Shout out Chris Jensen. But, that reminds me, I got to talk about Nick's podcast. But if there is...
I was on it last night.
Nice. If there's anybody who's been here the whole time, we told you at the beginning that we are very passionate DC sports fans. That impacts... Unfortunately, if you've seen the movie Fever Pitch, where the dude's a big Red Sox fan and it literally impacts the rest of his life,
Me.
that is us. So when we are sad... I know we're supposed to, if we're gonna do this, we should talk win or lose. But hey, it's a whole lot easier to record this episode, being able to talk about somehow beating the Seahawks in Seattle with half a team than it was after the Maelstrom game at FedEx Field against the Cowboys.
Yikes.
Before we get to Skins, I guess let's do some little things.
What are the little things?
Wizards, good, bad, trending, what?
Bad. Capitals, bad. But they did win last night in OT. John Carlson, before the shootout. No defenseman for the Caps, so that's bad.
Except for Juice.
Juice and Carlson still.
The juice is loose.
Not much to talk about with the Capitals until... they play like 16 of 20 games at home. They should be able to rack off some wins here at the Vault.
Whack off some wins?
Rack off.
Oh, yeah.
Rack off.
Reel off?
Whack, whatever. Reel in some wins.
They're gonna win some games.
The Wizards also have 4 straight.
Do the Wizards play tonight?
At home. I'm not sure if they play tonight. I think they play tonight or tomorrow night. John Wall is supposed to be back, supposedly, but apparently we don't need him.
I do not care.
Bradley Beal can score.
Trade Wall. Beal is the face of the team.
Bradley Beal scores a lot of points for us.
He's very good at what he does. He plays a sport that involves putting a ball into the basket, and he's very good at doing that. Yep. He does it a lot.
At a high percentage.
Yeah. Free throws. I would like him to work on free throws.
I don't know where that. He's normally. I mean, last year I think he was an 89% free throw shooter. This year, when it matters, he doesn't hit them. Otto Porter, very good.
Automatic.
Yep.
Again, that was not a fluke last year. When that dude pulls up for a turnaround jumper,
it's going in.
It's going in.
He's
Kelly
like
Oubre
very good.
is literally he is a year behind Otto Porter.
That's what Otto Porter was last year.
He's developing in the same exact way as Otto Porter. So,
but I think he has a higher ceiling.
Wiz do play. It's going to be a tough game tonight. The Mavericks, 1-10.
This is the one we lose.
Wiz are favored by 10.
Yikes.
This
we'll blow it.
This is a bad game for the Wizards. We'll probably win. I'm comfortable enough. We will have a 50-point lead in like the first quarter, and we'll win by 5.
Games? I need to know why can't we? Like you got Bradley Beal should be your closer.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That's you know what? No, that's Wizards talk. We're done. Out the door. Let's go. Caps. Is there anything to say?
No, we just said
anything of note.
We just said it.
We did agree though. Caps are going to steal an 8 seed and
they're going to
win the Stanley Cup this year. That's just how it goes. Or at least make the conference finals. Or,
right.
You know, they'll do better. Somehow they'll be better this year than they've been in the last 20.
Yeah.
Okay. Nats. Any little Nats news to talk about? We got some.
Strasburg and Scherzer finalists.
Bryce not an NL MVP finalist, which I agree with completely. I would have been pissed. All that would have done if somehow he was a finalist for the MVP running, which he did not at all deserve to be.
I mean, if he was healthy.
Yeah, if he was healthy, yeah. But I mean, all that would have done is increase that whole overrated persona that he has. I think let him fly under the radar a little bit. Maybe he stays. Okay, Wieters picked up his option officially.
$10.5 million.
That's
I don't like
just money down the drain. I hate it.
I don't even think he's going to start for us.
Yeah.
I guess with that amount of money, it's kind of like the Worth deal last year.
Exactly.
You had to play him.
Yeah. Worth, free agent. Thank you for everything.
Apparently, he might be coming back for a year.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I wonder what Nat Chat thinks about
clubhouse guy.
And anything else? Anything else to note?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
Adam Eaton's back, pretty much.
Okay.
Now on to what you want to talk about.
Here we go. The Redskins. So, let me just ask you this.
Yep.
I tell you, you look at the schedule before the season, okay? I tell you that the Chiefs are going to be one of the best teams in the NFL, okay? And that the Eagles are going to, have a really hot start and be a really good team. You look at our schedule through 8 games, and I tell you that we're going to go 4-4. What's your reaction?
I didn't agree. I mean, based on our NFC East predictions, first of all, I thought the Eagles were going to be.
We all thought the Eagles were going to tank. Yeah. But Carson Wentz is the truth.
I thought the Redskins were going to win 6 to 7 games. Still think that's doable.
Okay.
But no, to your point, 4-4 at this point of the season, I would have probably laughed in your face.
Yeah. I mean, and I would have laughed, honestly, real me, like inner monologue me, the me that's talking to myself as I'm saying, Redskins are going to go 12-4 and win the Super Bowl.
You're like, I'm an idiot.
The inner monologue me is like, Jack, you don't even believe that. But we could still go 12-4, by the way. But anyway, but yeah, good news is that bet with Brady's going to be a wash.
We have. Yeah, thank God. I didn't want to spend it.
You had the worst pick.
150 on him.
Out of that, though.
The Giants, yikes.
Yeah, yikes. But yeah, speaking of the Giants, okay, so let me get to my point here. We will talk about the Seahawks game because there's a lot to pick through with that. But 4-4, obviously the next 2 games are tough.
3.
Who's the third one?
It's Vikings, Saints, Cowboys.
Cowboys will not have Ezekiel Elliott, not counting that as a tough game right now. Okay, the next 2 are tough. You have Vikings at home.
Teddy Bridgewater
I think
coming.
You want to win that game. You want to win 1 out of the next 2. You get to 5-5. Look forward. You have a Cowboys team. Who knows whether Zeke will play? Probably with no Ezekiel Elliott.
He's going to play.
No,
this is how it works.
He'll
be suspended after the Redskins.
No. Cowboys without Ezekiel Elliott. You have 2 games against the Giants. You play the Chargers. You play the Cardinals and the Buccaneers. I mean, we have a lot of very big winnable games at the end of the season. We have played the toughest schedule in the NFL to this point, and we're 4-4 with half of a team. So, and the Seahawks win is going to be huge if we're in a tiebreaker situation for that wild card, because the Rams are going to win that division.
Yeah.
Jesus, do they look good.
Sean McVay. Why did you have to leave? We should have sent Gruden packing.
No.
Dude's an offensive wizard.
He is. But, yeah, so, I mean, I'm just saying, I do think it's going to take 10 wins to get a wild card spot, because the NFC is very good this year. There's a lot of very good records out there and a lot of teams playing really well. I think it'll take 10 wins to get a wild card. 9 if you get lucky in a tiebreaker situation.
Don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to get very lucky with 9 wins. You got to go for 10. That gives you room for 2 losses. So, yeah, really, the next 3 games are critical. If you can go 2-1 in the next 3, then you have all should-win games from there on out.
You know how the Redskins play, though. They play up and down.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, it is...
Good teams win the should-wins.
I will put
teams.
$1 billion... I'm not going to say that. Chris Jensen holds me to my bets. I would put a sizable amount of money down on the Redskins sweeping the Giants. The Giants have given up. They are thinking of starting Geno Smith.
I know, I saw that. That guy is... That coach, oh my gosh.
McAdoo.
With his stupid-ass slick-back hair, so bad.
So dumb, yeah. It gives guys with your hair a bad name.
Did you? Yeah, exactly. Before we get back to what we were talking about, his halftime speech, they asked him what he had said during it, and he said, nothing. I was like, what?
Yeah, it was radio silence for like 10 seconds. He was like,
well, you know.
I don't.
How is that guy still a coach in the NFL? Like,
I don't know.
We're screaming for Jay Gruden's head, and every week we lose, and we're still like a decent team. And I mean, credit to Jay Gruden. We have 11, 12, 13 guys out every single week, and we're still finding a way to be in games. I mean, and he's still considered on the hot seat when we lose. Ben McAdoo. Yikes. Geno Smith. Really, you want to develop that guy? He's not a starting quarterback. And at this point, you're going to get a quarterback in the 2nd overall pick.
Yeah.
Doesn't understand.
Okay. So, Seahawks game. What are your biggest takeaways?
Well, sadly enough, I didn't get to watch the full game. I tuned in.
Ooh.
I was at work, and then we have company at the house. And I was expecting a bad game overall.
Breaking news. LeAngelo Ball just got arrested.
Good.
For shoplifting.
Wow.
Nice.
He'll get out of it.
Yeah, he will. But, sorry, continue.
So I didn't get to watch the full game. I turned it on when we were up by 2, so 10-8, I believe the score was.
Mm-hmm.
And Seattle was driving. And typical me, a panic, because those are games we lose. You're up 10-8, you're
absolutely.
dominating, and they gave up a wide-open touchdown there to Doug Baldwin. And then you go back down the field, still a minute left. I was so sad. I was like, oh no.
That's what Cooley said. Cooley said, I didn't want him to take a knee and like intentionally not get into the end zone, but I was hoping that
run
Rob
the ball
Kelly
3 times, fall down.
No, you can't do that, dude.
I know, you got to take
at that point.
touchdown.
There is no guarantee that you're getting into the end zone.
I know, but I was like, why didn't you? Yeah, exactly. But a minute left. Those are the typical Redskins moments where we played prevent defense. They marched down the field, which really, they almost marched down the field. Luckily, we sacked him there at the 50 or whatever.
McLean?
Yeah, I think it was McLean tripped him up. And then the last play shouldn't even have happened, which I saw many people come out and say that.
They botched the refs botched.
And they almost scored. 2-on-1.
Hail Mary was pretty close, but who was there in his first game back? D-Hall.
But, I mean, that play right there, I don't know, DJ Swearinger blocked out 4 of our